Your favorite fat boys.
Man, what it's like, bitch.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite fat boy, Jarron.
Stefan, a.k.a. Mayhem, a.k.a. star of the hottest new TV show you haven't seen yet, a.k.a. Scab for all the writers.
Yay, we're back. And we were on the writer strike, too. Not really.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. Was it like a month and a half?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
What you been doing? 'Cause I don't know what I've been doing. I thought about it.
Oh, I work?
Oh, okay.
I've been working.
Yeah, you do have a job.
I do. One of us got to work.
Somebody got fun this.
I was elected.
Let's see. With me, I've been chilling, trying to get these kids in some activities. I got Nicholas into flag football, so we've been doing that since like the middle of September. So it's been fun watching him play. He's getting the hang of it.
Okay.
So, other than that, though, yeah, just been kind of just chilling, trying to find inspiration to find something to talk about other than the norm we've been doing. I do enjoy the norm stuff we do talk about, like anime, movies, and cartoons and stuff like that, and TV shows. We're just trying to find something else we haven't tapped into just yet. So, which is lucky for y'all because then we got collab coming up.
That is true.
Yeah, you're excited, aren't you? No.
I'm excited about everything. Can't you see it on my face?
Anyway, we're gonna do our normal thing here. We got a couple episodes lined up for y'all in the next coming weeks. Oh, I wanted to do a fat adventure because I wanted to check out Sonny's up in the Northwood Shopping Center. Mm-hmm. Well, I went up there one day, right, just to get some like a chicken box, and that bitch was in there wall to wall packed, and I don't understand why.
Well, you got to realize that Northwood is now a college area.
Yeah.
Granted, Morgan has always been there, but they didn't have all of the college experience there. Now they do.
Yeah, because they have, what's up there? They have a Georgia Peach, was like a local Southern restaurant. They got a couple locations in Baltimore. Excuse me. They got Jersey Mike's. I think they got Pizza Hut up there, Choco Cafe. They're going to put an IHOP. They still got McDonald's up there. They got like 2 banks, Chipotle. FYI, it is the worst Chipotle out there.
It's still Chipotle.
Yeah, so.
All they need is a Barnes & Nobles and it's complete.
And it's coming.
I know.
It's coming. So
I know. They turned it into the complete college experience.
Yeah, absolutely, as they should. Because you got Towson's built like that.
The John Hopkins, the Charles Village area is built like that.
Definitely like that. Coppin, is it like that? No.
Not quite, because Coppin's still kind of knee deep in the hood.
Yeah, right off North Avenue. We with you though, Coppin. We with you.
But they buying up all the area, So they still knee deep in the hood.
You think they eventually get there? When you went there, was there any plans of that ever like kind of converting into that?
Yeah, they bought up a big ass lot right across the street from the school, put up a new building, put up some other stuff. Yeah, so it'll eventually.
Do you ever tell people do you want to Coppin?
If they ask.
Oh, okay. You know, just go parade that.
I don't care. It didn't matter what school I went to. I just went to get the degree.
So, yeah. And speaking of Morgan, they had a shooting over there not too long ago, right?
Oh, I know now.
Okay. Well, a couple weeks ago, like a week of homecoming, there was they call it a mass shooting because it was like 5 victims involved.
Oh well, yeah.
So they
mass shooting.
Yeah. No one died. They just like 4 out of the 5 were hospitalized, but there's nothing fatal. So apparently the shooter was not a student themselves. They were coming to campus looking for somebody, and they found him and they sprayed up the whole area.
Yeah, okay, so normal Baltimore shit.
Yeah, this happened to happen at a college campus.
Yeah, normal Baltimore shit.
Yeah, so they shut down homecoming festivities for that weekend, and
makes sense.
Yeah, and they said they're gonna reschedule homecoming, but I haven't heard any word of it. So I live right by that area, so they usually like block off the street for the parade and all that.
Right.
And then parking gets taken up because y'all want to park in my neighborhood. So, because it's prime real estate.
Hey, School bought up the lots.
They did. So hopefully they catch the shooter. Now they gotta find the accomplice. So hopefully they get both of them and get some charges filed in their asses. Because what I've heard, I won't say the podcast or what the reason why is, but it's very, very stupid.
It normally is.
Yeah. Well, can I say it?
Why not?
Okay. So apparently the police don't know this, and I'm not trying to break news because I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know how true it is, given it's word of mouth.
Right. Speculation.
Right. Apparently it was over some weed.
Yeah, man.
So the shooter was looking for whoever he shot in the group, one of the people he shot in the group owed him money for some weed, and he went there to try to get payback for the weed that was brought or not paid for, I guess.
Oh, I mean, people do get shot over drugs.
Yeah. So and that's essentially that's what I heard it was from.
Oh, I mean,
But the news itself has not said that as to what it was about, why the shooting happened.
Yeah, they don't have his motive yet, so just kind of speculation. But yeah, I've seen plenty of shootings that occurred over some drug money.
It's happening for less or a very dumb reason. So, but hey, we are not the news team. We are not the eye in the sky.
I clearly ain't. I didn't even know about it.
You been your little bubble. So. Hopefully, like I said, like the shooting victims, they have a full recovery and get well soon. Let's see what's going on. Okay, yeah. So the writer's strike ended. Thank goodness.
I would say that, but the actors are on strike.
They still on strike?
Yep.
Oh, I thought everything was over with.
Nope. The Motion Picture Network walked away from negotiations.
Oh, they on some bullshit.
I guess they're trying to see if they can wait this out before they come and negotiate in good faith like they did with the writers. Waited 5 months before they decided that, you know what, maybe the stuff that they asked for isn't that bad.
Yeah. So, because I've seen like a lot of like recently how they talk about like they fired writers from the Daredevil Born Again show. The writers and directors, they fired them and they're revamping it.
Yeah, because they said they didn't like the direction. Because the way Marvel Studios was doing their streaming TV shows was not the way you normally do TV.
Oh, okay.
Typically, a writer or a showrunner comes with the project, you do a pilot, and then you check the pilot to see if you want to greenlight the show. They were just saying, we're going to do it the way we do movies, where go for it and we'll fix it in post. And we'll make a cohesive story in post.
Oh.
So, yeah, apparently what they had for Daredevil Born Again, they were making it like a lawyer procedural.
Right.
And he didn't even show up in costume until like the 4th or 5th episode.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't either. Nobody wants to watch Daredevil just be a lawyer.
Right. So, I mean, I get it. We as the fans, we want to see quality projects. And I think that probably worked for She-Hulk in a sense. But at the same time, they miss humor. And it didn't feel like a lawyer procedural. And you saw her the first episode transform.
Right. And then the fact that, it definitely couldn't be a lawyer procedural because they clearly didn't know much about law. If you know anything about law and you watch She-Hulk, you would be miffed.
I took a lot of liberties.
A whole lot of liberties.
Took a lot of liberties. So, but I mean, I'm just looking forward to I know that the writer's strike probably ended, but I know that you said the actors is still on strike. So now it's about to be a kerfluffle of what's going to happen next season, next TV fall season.
Right. You said now they have the writers back, and the writers are going right back to work, and they got a lot of the concessions that they were looking for, but now the actors are on strike because the Alliance of Motion Pictures said, fuck y'all, and walked away from the table.
So what do they want?
Sort of similar to what the writers were getting. They want better residuals on streaming. They want to change how residuals are distributed on streaming because they were making no money from streaming. When your show is on streaming, they were making no money. They want protections against what the studios were trying to do with AI.
Oh, okay.
Where they would pay, background actors like $500 and they scan their images and then use them in perpetuity forever without ever having to pay them again.
That's some bullshit.
Whole lot of bullshit.
Some bullshit. Look at yourself 50 years from now. That's me.
And they still using you as a background extra and you never getting paid for it again.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so they're looking for a lot of the same similar concessions that the writers were getting, but the Alliance of Motion Pictures walked away from the table. So
I hope that gets resolved too, and they get what they want, because I want my Marvel stuff to come out.
And I want them to put more energy and effort into them that they just decided not to do for the past few projects.
Like Secret Invasion?
Yeah. Which was, again, done in that same vein where they just filmed a bunch of stuff and then we'll fix it in post. Yeah. That's why it seemed really disjointed.
Yeah, I want. If it disjointed to me, it just felt like it was just very lackluster, because I was like, I was hoping for something kind of more grand, and it just didn't happen for me.
I wasn't even looking for something grand. I wanted something more cohesive and a story that had some weight to it, whereas it just Secret Invasion felt completely throwaway.
Yeah, get it right. So off topic, but I wanted to get your thought on this. With the writer's strike and the actors going on strike because of how things were not fair in Hollywood, how do you feel about if musicians did the same thing with streaming services? You think that would like benefit to them if they went on strike?
Well, the musicians, I don't think they're in the union.
No.
So them going on strike doesn't really mean anything. I mean, you could any artist can pull a Taylor Swift and just not put your stuff on a streaming platform.
What did you do?
She decided not to put her stuff on when they weren't giving her fair pricing on streams. I take my whole album off your platform.
Oh, okay.
And she one of the biggest artists in the goddamn world. That's them losing revenue, so they're gonna cave to whatever demand she wants.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, a big enough artist, you can do that, but the musicians aren't in a union, so them striking doesn't really do anything.
I got you. So they have to do it individually.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, I just a thought came across my mind. So,
I mean, if they decide to form a musicians union, then it go on strike to get better residuals on streaming. Then, collective bargaining. That's what it's for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard so many artists talk about how these streaming platforms don't pay out. It's not a fair distribution.
Oh yeah, no.
No, I figure as much. So,
I mean, all of the power is in the platform provider, and that's why songs are getting shorter and shorter, because it's about you need to get like 10,000 streams before you make any kind of money on the stream.
Yeah, 'cause I think I read it was like either 1,200 or 1,500 streams is like equivalent to one album sale.
Right.
Something dumb like that. So, because I remember I seen an article, an interview Jadakiss was doing, and he asked like, who makes the bracket, like who's making this algorithm as to be, because that's so unfair.
Yeah, I mean, but that's how it always is for the music industry on down. It's always supposed to be in the benefit of the producers / executives and not the artists who actually make the product.
Right, exactly. So, we'll get this shit together too. So let's see, catching up on some shows. So we watched Gen V, Ahsoka, Loki, Bear season 2. You watched One Piece. I watched some of it. Demon Slayer season 3 and 4. Castlevania Nocturne. What's the last one?
Those are the movies.
Oh, okay. So let's see. What's your take on Gen V?
I am enjoying it. Now, granted, I don't know what it is about the boys in the boys universe, but they really love having dicks explode. Just a lot of genital mutilation in the boys universe.
It's disgusting.
I'm here for it though. I am definitely here for it.
Yeah, I like Gen V. I like the humor, the storytelling, how graphic the boys in Gen V is. It's definitely adult themed. So I definitely enjoyed that a lot. But yeah, the first 3 episodes, and I think doing the 5th episode now. Yeah, them exploding the dick was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, just genital mutilation all throughout the boys universe.
So, but yeah, I'm enjoying that. Do you feel as though people have to watch the boys to understand Gen V?
Only just for cursory context, because if you've never watched the series, then you don't know anything about Vought. You don't understand anything about the 7. You don't understand anything about Chemical V.
Right.
But it's not necessary. You can read online what those things are, but so you don't necessarily need to watch The Boys, but it gives you a bit of that more insightful background information if you have watched it.
Yeah, I felt as though it was told with enough that it makes you wonder, like read up on it a little bit, but not necessarily like to go back and like binge the first three. They're on season 4 or 3 now. 4.
They're going into season 4 on The Boys.
Yeah, so
you don't necessarily need to watch it, but you'll understand a lot of the Easter eggs that they got planted throughout the show if you have watched it.
The character that can change to a boy and a girl, what are their powers? Because I don't understand them yet.
Well, the boy has different powers than the girl. Well, the girl has superhuman speed.
Okay.
And I think she's in superhuman strength, and the boy can produce like force fields.
Oh, okay. So she can use them interchangeably, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as they change back between male and female, the powers switch up.
Okay. That's what I was thinking about, because I kept seeing her do some kind of force push.
Yeah.
But I couldn't figure out what that was, like what kind of energy I'm seeing. Okay, that makes sense.
As they switch between male and female, you have a different subset of powers that they have access to. Okay,
and Sam, he has super strength, right?
Yeah.
That was crazy when he went berserk and they did that puppet scene.
Yeah.
Please watch that.
Apart.
Yeah, that was so good. I like that. And Bloody Mary, her powers are sick.
Oh, yeah. That is... Again, it's not something, I watch a lot of anime, and that has been included in plenty of animes, having blood-based powers. So it's not something that I haven't seen before. But yeah, the way that they show it and the things that they've had her do on there have been extremely interesting.
Yeah. Oh, Tech Knight. Fucking nasty. Oh! I forgot all about that because like I've read some of the chapters with him in it in the comic, actually, and then they talk about him. I've like watched like different YouTube videos. But seeing him get down and busy with these different holes.
Hey, it's cancer. The cancer did that to his brain. Every time he see a hole, he started licking his lips. Like,
Oh man, when they did that last scene of him, he saw that hole in that tree. He's like,
"Can you guys give me a minute?" Oh Jesus!
Because I was a little disappointed that we didn't see him in his tech suit. Cause I'm like, damn, I want to see how they gonna like fit that into the world and everything. But that was sweet enough.
Yeah.
Him being a pervert, a sick pervert was good enough.
So again, he can't control it.
Him and he was humping the what was it, the air dryer?
Yeah, the hair dryer in the bathroom. Nah, I think the fucked up part was the fucking donuts. He looked at the hole in the donuts. Just, yeah.
Oh, the skull in the office. She was like, "You ready the skull?" Nasty motherfucker.
True definition of skull fucking.
So let's see. And then Ahsoka. I really like that series. I was just mad at the ending because the Sith Lord and then Shin, it's kind of just like they forgot about them in the last episode.
No resolution.
Yeah, I'm like
they clearly had it set up for another season. Nothing got resolved.
I'm like, because he was like when they did interviews of him, and they were talking to him, and he's like, once when the last episode is gonna come full circle, and you're gonna see what he's going to next, and all that stuff. And I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Nah, they had him set up, but I want to know how they're going to continue with Ray Stevens, having the guy who played Balaam, I think his name is. Yeah, he died.
Did he?
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
Not too long ago. He died this year.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, his role in Ahsoka was his last role that he did before he died. So
I wonder that's the reason why they cut whatever that was leading towards his next adventure out in the way then.
Well, I mean, they kind of showed him somewhere doing something.
Yeah. Which
would lead to what he was going to do next. But, whether they continue that storyline, which I'm assuming they would, with a recast, but, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because they were talking about, I like Shin's character, but I felt like they just didn't, they didn't express a lot of her story.
Yeah, as in, again, some season 2 type stuff.
Yeah. So, how'd you feel about I'm about to say, is it Ezra? Not Ezra Miller.
I mean, his character name is Ezra.
Yeah, Ezra Bridgewater, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. So how you feel about him being in the series?
I mean, he technically, since this is a continuation of Rebels and he was the main protagonist there, didn't have any issue with it. Because when you think of Ahsoka, you think of the Clone Wars and Rebels and all in that era of the Jedi Knights, and so yeah, he's a major part of that. So the expectation was that for me was that he would be in the series.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 'cause I was happy to see that they introduced characters from Rebels throughout these Star Wars series.
Right.
So
yeah, trying to have some cohesion, like they do have some actual impact, even though we know how most of their stories end.
yeah, I'm hoping that I'm thinking. I don't know. I think I would like to see a Ezra spinoff. I think that'd be neat to explore his story a little bit. Well, it's alright. Well, a continuation.
Right, I would say because
Rebels is already there.
right, that's his story.
Yeah. So, did you enjoy it overall?
Oh yeah. So most of the Star Wars properties I have enjoyed, with the exception of towards the end of the Book of Boba Fett, which just kind of fell apart for me. But yeah, most of the Star Wars properties I've enjoyed.
Cause they're not doing the Mandalorian 4, right? They're gonna do like a movie.
Yeah, they said they're gonna turn it into a movie
and wrap it up.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So then what else we got here? We got the Bear season 2. How'd you feel about that?
Oh, I enjoyed it. I mean, for me, last year the Bear was a breakout show for me because I just decided, it's like, you know what, just let me take a look at it, and I was like, oh wow, this is really fucking good.
Yeah.
And then watching season 2, it's like, oh well, this is still really fucking good.
Yeah, it almost lost me a little bit because I did not like that episode of them. Was that Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner?
I think it was Christmas dinner.
Yeah, I did not like that episode at first at all because it was just so much going back and forth, and then just like so chaotic.
Yeah, that was kind of the point.
Yeah, because I went back and watched it over again because I didn't finish it all the way through. So I went back and started over. And I was like, all right, let me look at it again. And then once I watched it again, I was like, oh, okay, like I get it now. And it was like a really good performance driven episode.
Oh yeah, okay. Again, the point was to show how chaotic
and
toxic this family is.
They hit a nail on the coffin, especially with Jamie Lee Curtis as the mom. She was living in that role.
Oh,
I was like,
telling you who's clearly going through a mental breakdown.
yeah. And there's just so many other little effects throughout the whole episode and everything. And it's just a really good episode for acting wise.
Oh yeah. The Bear is a very character driven, very actor driven show. And the food preparation and creating the restaurant is in the background to all of the lives of these characters.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I love the episode of is it Richie his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that when Richie went to the restaurant and learned how to be
the host.
The host. He learned to be the host and everything, and he got shine as the episode went on. And he's like, he felt like he was above it and everything, but he was like learning like how to really run a restaurant. And that to me was so dope. And then the last episode when he started to consolidate the orders and everything and put out the orders and all, run the restaurant, like that shit was dope.
Yeah, and these characters have actual character arcs within the season, so
yeah,
definitely been enjoying that.
So yeah, did they get greenlit for season 3?
I haven't heard anything, but I would be shocked if they didn't.
Yeah, I hope so. Because it can't end like that.
Right.
Let's see. One Piece. You've seen it all the way through. I'm on episode 2.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it just feels it feels forced to me.
I mean, you're not even a huge One Piece fan to begin with.
No, I'm not. I've watched enough One Piece, but I'm not like a diehard fan of it.
Right. So it's not like you've been following One Piece the entire time. But for me, I would say it's very serviceable.
Okay.
As far as a live action adaptation of an anime goes, it is very serviceable. It is definitely made for fans of One Piece, but it is definitely made on we don't have a very high budget. So they take a lot of liberties because, again, when you have characters like they are in One Piece, and they have these extremely fantastical powers. It costs a lot of money to try to have that in live action, so they take a lot of liberties. But yeah, it was definitely serviceable. So and I was shocked because my expectations were already very low going in, and I was shocked that even having low expectations, it exceeded those expectations.
Well, good. Yeah, I'm eventually get to because it was 8 episodes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get through it because I definitely want to just see how they I want to see the finished product all the way through.
right.
So
And storytelling wise, it's definitely rushed because in those 8 episodes, they're trying to cover like 150 chapters of the manga.
Jesus. I mean, I'm only on season 8.
Yeah, I mean, and as far as the anime go, the actual anime, they on like episode 1045.
Throw the whole anime away. God damn. And they ain't found what they looking for yet.
Nope, nobody got the One Piece yet.
So, but I have been watching Demon Slayer. So I watched like the season 3 I think came out sometime last year or earlier this year, and I finished watching season 4 the other day. I like that a whole lot. The animation is crisp, action scenes are tough, and it's just an overall nice story.
Oh yeah, I mean that's Ufotable, which is one of the top tier animation studios in Japan. So, and then as far as at least the series go, the Sword Village arc is one of the least liked arcs, but the fights are still fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this one a little bit more. I enjoyed this one more than the third one. Even though the third one had one of my favorite fights in with was it Uzi? How you say his name? With the gray hair, white hair.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's like Ukyo or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. Uzio, I think is what it is. But that fight with him and that one demon, that shit was just tough.
Yeah, the number 6.
Yeah, and then this one was just emotional as hell because his new what's his sister's name? Nezuko, when she was about to get burnt up, I was like, oh no, we can't have this. But yeah, I like that series overall. And then because you got to see the Miss Hashira and the Love Hashira.
Yeah.
So I like, and they was just tough as hell. So what's next then? Season 5.
Season 5, honestly, based off the manga, season 5 is getting close to the end of the manga.
Oh, okay. How many chapters is it now? Or how many books?
Well, I mean, as far as after the Sword Village arc and Nezuko evolves to the point where sunlight no longer works on it, there's only like 2 more arcs before it's over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's getting close to the end.
Okay, I want to say, because I was when I realized what they were doing with these arcs, I was like, oh, I'm wondering if they're gonna do a break for every Hashira. But I guess not now. Because I want to see that one of the dudes. He had like gray short hair. He was like an asshole towards Tanjiro. Oh well, 2 more. Do you have a favorite Hashira?
Hashira, no, I mean, the one that I kind of gravitated towards the most, they haven't really shown him yet. He's like the Earth Hashira.
He's like the big stone one?
The big blind
Okay,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, he's really tough. They're going to have a lot of tough fights with him.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a favorite right now. Well, I thought the Flame Hashira was going to last longer than what he did. Mr. Renoku.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to last longer than what he did, but he went out hard though.
Oh, yeah, straight ball.
Yeah. So, what else we got here? Castlevania, Nocturne.
Yeah.
Very good series.
Oh, yeah.
Castlevania ain't disappointing though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Eddie Shankar, who is the executive producer and the one who brings all of these shows out, he can't miss right now.
Yeah, I was very, very happy with this overall series.
Yeah. So Castlevania Nocturne which now has been renewed for a 2nd season.
Oh, it has.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Because when they showed Alucard at the last episode, I was like,
yeah. So it's been renewed for a 2nd season, and then he also has the Devil May Cry series coming out.
Oh, that's a news thing coming?
Yeah.
Didn't the same studio, or did he do Blood of Zeus?
No, he didn't do Blood of Zeus.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. I'm probably gonna rewatch it again. But it was just very, very tough.
Oh yeah, see, I believe that Studio Mir, which is like a South Korean studio that Netflix normally use for most of their projects, and they do goddamn good work.
Yeah, because was it Dota? It's a Netflix series. I think it's the same studio because that animation is very crisp. So what else we got? Oh, so we only seen a couple movies in the last couple months. Well, we saw The Critter together. Mm-hmm. So what you think about that?
It wasn't a bad movie. It was very predictable.
Okay.
Within 30 minutes within the movie, I already knew how everything was going to end. But it didn't stop it from being an enjoyable movie.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. And I like, what's his name? David Washington?
Yeah.
I like David Washington as an actor. As quiet as it kept, he's becoming like a very recognizable leading man.
Right.
You know, he's stepping up each acting turn he gets. So I think he's developing those chops.
So the only problem that I had with the movie, which is again, it's from Gareth Edwards, so I kind of wasn't expecting it, but they touched on a lot of philosophical elements of what it means to be alive, what it means to live and have consciousness, but never expand on it. This is like, hey, look at that! No, go away. So
You gotta keep moving.
Right. He said, no, action set piece. So they had all of these deep philosophical, they touched on all of these deep philosophical ideas and just said, yeah, walked away from them. Which kind of upset me because I was hoping that it would probably delve deeper into it. But again, the guy who is the director, he's more of an action director.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it had some very, when I looked at the overall movie, I'm like, I don't know why this didn't get talked about more as far as like a marketing campaign. Because like these set pieces, I'm sure were huge. Or like
Well, it really couldn't. Because, the strikes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, forgot about that. Because I was just like, why is this movie not talked about so much? And
the strikes.
Understood. But then when I was looking at the movie, like the scale of it, some of the graphics and all of that, I'm like, damn, this is huge.
Yeah.
So, it's just crazy that how it was just surprisingly a good movie. And when I saw the trailer and I read about the concept, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna check this out because nothing else was really out there I wanted to see. So I was thoroughly surprised. So how'd you feel about Blue Beetle?
Man, that was 2 hours of my life I can never get back.
At least you didn't pay for it.
This is true. Yeah, if I went to the movie theater and paid money for it, I would have been highly upset. Because that movie, good Lord. First of all, it had no business being over 2 hours. Mm-hmm. None whatsoever. It took it almost a half an hour before we got to any blue beetling.
I made you say that word.
And the fact of the matter is that the Reyes family was so stereotypically Mexican. I mean, God, whoever wrote this movie said, here's every stereotype that we think of when we think of Mexicans, and I'm going to give it to this family. It was ridiculous. It was goddamn ridiculous. And then the whole point, the Blue Beetle character, he was making a point of, I don't know, we're not killers, we don't kill, but his whole family at the end of the movie are murdering soldiers, left and right. They're like, you don't kill, you didn't give them that memo.
You must have forgot.
So it made no sense.
I think they said they're going to, it's not a sequel, but that character is returning into James Gunn
he's
universe.
Supposed to be returning into the James Gunn universe.
Oh, okay.
I guess because it's his first movie, young, and they don't want to recast him, but because
do you think he did a decent job acting wise, or?
Yeah, he didn't do a bad job, but in the universe in which he was working in, it just wasn't very good.
Oh, okay.
He didn't do a bad job at all.
They just always working with the material.
Yeah,
understood.
The universe in which he's working in it's not very good.
So yeah, I didn't go see it. I know Nick wanted to go see it. I was just like, I really don't sit through this movie because the flash of a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. No, sorry, not G.I. Joe. Transformers. That left a bad taste in my mouth, and I saw that twice, and I'm like, I'm not gonna spend my money on a bad movie.
Yeah, I would not have recommended spending my money on this. If it was an hour and a half, I might not have been as angry. But the fact that it was like almost 2 hours and 15 minutes and it had no right to be.
Well, it's funny you say that because the Marvel's coming out is only what, like an hour 45?
Yeah.
So how you feel about
I
that?
am absolutely okay. If you can tell your story in an hour 45 minutes, tell it in an hour 45 minutes. You don't need to pad it so you can pad the runtime with an extra 50 minutes. If you only got an hour 30, hour 45 minutes worth of movie, make that the movie.
No, I feel you because but it lets me a little leery because I'm like, well, I wonder why they made this movie only this amount of time. I was like, did you not have faith in it maybe?
Well, just the director said, I got an hour 45 minutes worth of movie. Here's my movie.
That too. So, but I'm looking forward to that because I'm hoping that this movie will propel the rest of the Marvel universe going forward because Secret Invasion did not do that.
I don't even think Secret Invasion was supposed to do that.
It was supposed to do it for me.
Oh.
It was supposed to for me.
So
but
Secret
it did
Invasion
not.
was more of a lead-in into the Marvels.
I don't feel like it did that. Unless it's going to make sense when we see the Marvels, though.
I would assume so. With Samuel L. Jackson getting back on the Saber ship.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm hoping that it just propels, the whole universe forward. And it's nice to see that we can talk about Loki. It's nice to see that Loki put Kang in the forefront in that very first episode.
Right.
So, because there's a lot of speculation of him, what's his name? Jonathan Majors being recast because of his allegations and things like that. But they left everything the same. So,
yeah, I mean, they didn't have any reason to change anything at this point because, again, he hasn't even seen his day in court.
yeah. So, guilty until proven innocent. No, was it not guilty? What's the saying?
Innocent until proven
There you go. Sorry, Jonathan. I don't think you did it. Innocent to proven guilty. There we go. So, what do you think about the first two episodes of Loki, though?
Oh, I liked it, especially that second episode with that fight scene. Like, this is not a fair fight.
Yeah.
Because in the first season of Loki, I felt like they really limited Loki's abilities and strength. Because again, he's a fucking god,
Right.
and he was getting handled by regular ass human characters. But in this one, and that's especially in that second episode, he was strong as shit. He was using his magic abilities. It's like, okay, you're actually treating him like the type of villain that he's supposed to be.
The god that he is.
Right.
Yeah.
So letting him really showcase his abilities that y'all kind of nerfed him in the first season.
Yeah, I like the first two so far. I think it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
As the season goes on, and this probably will like lead into something else as well. So I'm excited to see this as well. So let's see what we got. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Invincible season 2's coming out soon.
Oh yeah, they just dropped a new trailer.
Thank
I
goodness.
believe it comes out in November.
Yes. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. You excited for season 2?
Yeah, I mean the first season was fucking excellent.
Yeah.
So can only imagine what they'll do with the second season.
Yeah, I can't wait. From the trailer, it looks very exciting to see. They're gonna introduce, I guess, the multiverse in this, the other Invincibles. One of the Vulturemite villains, like one of the main ones.
Viltrumite.
What's that?
Vulturemite.
What you say?
Viltrumite.
Vil. Okay, whatever. Vulturemite.
Get it right.
It's the guy with the metal hand. I forgot what's his name.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Because it's not Supreme. No, and it's not the guy with the black hair. But anyway, it's like this uber badass villain they about to introduce. So it's gonna be really, really good. I feel like so. And I think they are filming or they're wrapping up season 3, or they just started. So we should be getting hopefully get season 3 sooner than later.
Right.
Because this was almost a 2-year gap, wasn't it?
Almost.
This is gonna be like 2021.
20. Yeah, like mid 2021.
Okay. So yeah, I can't wait for this to come out. Anything else on your radar you looking forward to?
As far as TV show wise, nothing is a show that just dropped that I'm gonna start watching. Just Fall of the House of Usher, which is from the same team that did The Haunting of Hill House and some other horror movie stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a big fan of horror, and so it just dropped, and I can't wait to start looking at it.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out. I've been looking for something that's scary to watch.
Yeah,
And
it's based off the tales of Edgar Allan Poe. So
I like Edgar Allan Poe. Okay. So lastly, they announced they are recasting every member of the Justice League in James Gunn universe. So they already casted Superman, Lois Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Did they say Lex Luthor?
I don't recall him saying anything about.
But it's like, at least those two roles have been filled.
Yeah.
Okay. So who do you want to see as Batman or any Flash, Cyborg? Wonder Woman?
I don't have any fan castings. None. I'm just gonna say I trust James Gunn to craft a cohesive universe. And I don't have any like, oh yeah, I would love to see this person as Aquaman. No.
Or did you see that Aquaman, James Momoa, he's in talks right now to do Lobo?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. But we'll see how that actually pans out. Because again, there was a lot of speculation on who would be left from the Zack Snyder universe, and clearly it's going to be no one.
I don't think it should be no longer.
Oh yeah, obviously no, because
but I don't think they did a bad job acting. But I think the material they were giving, like the guy that played Cyborg, I have nothing against him, but Cyborg was just so boring to watch.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, and they had 10 years to get it right. So toss them all. And hopefully, this next iteration of the DC universe does something with it.
I think the only person I would like to see come back maybe would be. I think Peacemaker is going to stay.
Yeah, that's he is. John Cena as Peacemaker is supposed to get a second season.
Okay, yeah, and I was thinking like Black Adam. I think The Rock as Black Adam wasn't. If someone else wrote the story for Black Adam and then had The Rock portray it, I'm okay with that. I think you let The Rock be this passion project, which was maybe not the best idea.
I mean, he didn't write the movie though.
He pushed it like he did. I think his heart was in the right place.
Well, he was trying to promote it, but then but a lot of things didn't work out because of the way he was trying to promote it. Because they wanted to include Shazam in the movie, and he was like, "No, Black Adam don't fight." He's not.
Would you replace Shazam?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because again, even based off that second movie, we talked about it before in a previous episode. Whereas the person who was playing Shazam and the person who's playing Billy Batson are supposed to be the same person, but Zachary Levi is playing like he's playing a 13-year-old, whereas the person playing Billy Batson is playing like he's an older, more mature individual. But yeah, so again, DCU, toss it all out. James Gunn, clean slate. See how it goes.
Yeah, because it'll be interesting to see Aquaman, because they at one point had both Batman in there. Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that thing has gone through a ton of iterations apparently. Because based off of focus groups, the reporting has come out that the focus groups, at least for the first couple of iterations, was like, this shit is trash.
Yeah, so hopefully it's good. I don't know.
I mean, the trailer came out. I wasn't excited for it.
Yeah, I wasn't moved by it either. But I mean, since this is the last movie in the Snyderverse, I think we should go see it.
Oh, I think you're crazy. Show's over.
We'll go back and forth for that when it's. I'm about to say it's like a next month, because they might want it in December, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so I mean, we got enough time to go back and forth about it.
That's the show.
So, as always, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.
So again, you can check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Peace out.
Appreciate it.